What up YouTube? Big Jim here. It's a lovely Saturday in San Francisco, and my Saturday morning project is to take a bike that I previously converted to an electric bike and convert it back to a regular bike. Let me tell you why. So this is the bike, and I think it's probably from the 80s. It's a Raleigh Uptown, which is kind of a hybrid between a city bike and a mountain bike. The bike itself is not in terrible condition. Got it from a friend who found it in his garage at a rental house. I did remove all the gears and make it a fixed gear because I don't like dealing with gears and derailleurs and stuff like that. It's been a great bike, but then at some point I decided I wanted to convert it into an e-bike, an electric bike. And so I got an old scooter battery off of eBay, and I got an old front wheel off of like a city share bike. It's got an electric motor in there. And then on Amazon, got some controllers. Like this is like the power and the speed selector or whatever. And this is the module that controls everything. And it actually worked really good. It could haul my fat ass up and down the San Francisco hills. But the problem is that at some point it just stopped working. I think it may be some of the wires here. I kind of messed around with them, but I think some of the wiring got loose or something like that, or not really sure, or the battery has given out. Either way, it stopped working, and I just don't have the time or the patience to troubleshoot it and get it working again. Also, we are going to Yosemite this weekend, and I'd love to have a nice bike like this just to kind of scoot around Yosemite on. So my plan today is to convert it back to a normal bike. The thing that I need to do is I want to take this heavy motorized wheel off the front. This bike is actually super heavy with this battery. It's probably like, I don't know, 50 pounds or something crazy. But I found this used 26-inch wheel on Facebook Marketplace today. So I'm gonna put that on here and then take all the electronic components off, kind of clean the bike up, get it in running condition, and hopefully it'll serve its purpose this weekend in Yosemite. So the first step was to remove the old wheel and replace it with the new wheel, which the new wheel, of course, was an old wheel. Got that? And then I started taking off all the various electrical components that were zip tied to the frame and to the handlebars and everywhere else. And then I removed the battery, which actually had been kind of bolted to the frame to keep it in place. And then I started cleaning it up using Simple Green and Barkeeper's Friend. So if you can see on the handlebars, there's a little bit of rust and pitting. I'm gonna try my best to get most of this out with a little Barkeeper's Friend, which if you ever need to clean anything metal or chrome or whatever, this is what you need to get the job done. So I think this will get it pretty close. It probably won't take it all out. I could possibly polish it mechanically afterwards if I need to, but we'll see what it looks like after this. I can already, just wiping it, I can already see the rust starting to come off. Actually, that's doing a really good job. There's a little bit of pitting, but it's no longer rusty looking. This stuff I think is acidic, and that helps eat away the rust, and it's also abrasive, which helps the polishing. Okay, so just a quick polish with the Barkeeper's Friend basically restored that handlebar. It's a little bit pitted, but it's not bad. But if you compare it to the other side, huge difference. After polishing the handlebars, I used the Simple Green spray to wipe down the rest of the frame and the other components on the bike. This bike has been hanging on my garage wall for the past year or so unused, so it was pretty dusty and dirty. It also was previously ridden by a friend at Burning Man, and so the tires still kind of have a white playa dust on them. I found the Simple Green spray is useful for cleaning almost all the components on the bike, including the wheels. You just have to spend a little time getting in between all the spokes. With the new front wheel installed, the brake pads weren't lining up where they should with the rim. This is actually a pretty simple fix. You just have to first loosen each brake pad with a wrench, then adjust it back into place so it's lined up with the rim, and finally tighten it back up. Now it's time to put some air back in those tires. The new front wheel was missing a protective cap that goes over the end of the axle bolt, and I didn't want this to get caught on someone's leg one day. So I just took my Dremel and cut it off. Apologies for the out of focus video here. Afterwards, I made it nice and smooth with a file. All right, there we have it. The wheel's installed, brakes are tuned up, bike is about as clean as it should be, all ready to roll in Yosemite. Well, that's it. We went back in time and restored this bike back to its manual state. It's no longer electric, unfortunately, but it's all tuned up and ready to ride in Yosemite. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.